Good morning, students. As you know, we are doing EVS Part 1, and today I am going to discuss about India. You all know India is a motherland, and we have read and we have seen different parts of India in our textbooks, and we have also visited various places. So, we know how India is, but still, we are going to briefly understand how India is and what are the physical features that play a major role in the culture of the people. Now, see the first slide. We have to first understand the physical setup of India. As you have seen the first slide, what kind of physical setup do you see? See your map on page 45 if you have the textbook. There, the map is shown with different colors. In the northern part, there are mountainous regions like the Himalayas. Then you have the green part shown as the plains. Then you have little dark brown colors down, which is again the mountains in the central part of India, and the plateaus also. You have also seen on page 44, they have shown a separate map on major rivers of India. Now, here in these slides, I have tried to show you the different peaks of mountain peaks that is there in the northern part of India, like in the Himalayas, that is the main mountain range in the northern part of India. And you know, the expanse of our country is very large. The height above sea level varies and goes up beyond 8,000 meters. So, these mountains are of the height which is beyond 8,000 meters. Therefore, the weather conditions change from region to region. This gives rise to a wide variety of plants, animals, and birds. Similarly, there is also a difference in the crops cultivated. Wheat is the primary crop of the north, rice is the primary crop of the south, and along the coast, then we have jowar grown in the central part of India. So, because of these different crops, there is significant effect on our lifestyle, customs, traditions, and culture. Now, see the next slide. There, I have tried to show you the different plateaus and plains of India. If you see your textbook also, they have shown you the different plateaus and plains. Now, what is the plains? Where the grasslands are there, that is known as the plains. And a plateau region, definition of plains also is shown there. What is a plain? You read it slowly to yourself. Plains are broad, newly level stretches of land that have no great changes in elevation. Elevation means the height remains the same. Flat land it is. There are many types of plains found around the world, such as the American plain and Russian steppes. These are the grasslands. Now let us see the northern plains in India. We are studying India, so we have to understand India in particular. Plain is very productive, fertile, and rich in minerals. Heavy rainfall. Sometimes rainfall is heavy, and therefore we have lot of crop grown there. The main agricultural is the main occupation, and there are many industries which are agro based, like the sugar mills, then cotton mills, etc., etc. Now let us go to the next slide, where I have tried to show you all the different major rivers of India. This is a simple chart that is available in the shop. You can also buy and see it yourself. The Ganga, Yamuna, Brahmaputra, Godavari, Kaveri, Narmada, Sabarmati, Tapi, Mahanadi, Krishna, Jhelum, Satluj, Ravi, Chenab, and Beas. These are the rivers of India, major rivers of India, and there are many small rivers in the Maharashtrian plateau also from the Satpura mountain range. So you can understand, read the map where they have shown major rivers of India, and you can see in front of every river they have written that capital letter R. That R means river. And they have also shown the different plateaus in that same map. They have also shown the desert region. They have shown the plateau, Chota Nagpur Plateau, then Deccan Plateau, the Sahyadri Mountains, then Kutch, Saurashtra, Malwa, Mewar. So you should know to read all these rivers of India. The next slide is particularly of India, shown different parts of India, and they have also shown how these different regions, this is actually a fabric map which shows us the different cloth that is woven, saris woven in different parts of India, which is manufactured by the textile industry. So, and the next slide is about the food habits of Indian people. So somewhere a plate is full of different variety of dishes. In south, the plate is served on a banana leaf, which becomes very auspicious. Then on the next side, right side, you have seen the different colors, festivals that we celebrate. First is the Diwali, then Holi, this is Durga Puja, Eid is celebrated. Here they have shown Baisakhi, then the famous Maharashtrian festival of Pora, where the bullock or is worshipped as god, and he is given Puran Poli to eat. Then we have in Maharashtra the Ganesh festival, which is very important and plays a major role in people's life. 10 days it is celebrated in Maharashtra. Now recently what we celebrated, we all celebrated the festival of lights, and we how the Diwali is a festival where we share our sweets with our friends and family. The next slide is about the physical setup. I was telling you how India is shown in a colorful map. Where there is brown color, this is mountainous region. Where there is green color, it is the plains, and where is slightly yellowish brown, that is the plateau region. In the central part, these are the plateaus, and where the brown spots are there, these are the mountain peaks. Here this is a particularly the river of Ganga, which is a very important river in India, and all the Hindus worship this river, and that is banks of Ganga river. People take a holy bath in this river. Now in the next slide, I wanted to show you the islands of India. Now in islands of India, you know that Andaman and Nicobar Islands, the Lakshadweep Islands are the islands in the Indian Ocean, and some islands are in the Bay of Bengal, and some islands are to the east side of India, and some islands are to the west side of India. If you see a map which is shown on page 47 of your textbook, you can see the Lakshadweep Islands is tiny bits of islands together. Then you have Andaman and Nicobar Islands, that is also tiny bits of islands together. So the whole thing together becomes India. So this islands also is a part of India, though it is away from the Indian mainland, but still it is part of India. So if we get time, or if you have your tours to be arranged, you can go and visit these islands and see how the climate is there, what kind of crops are grown, how people live their life. All this can be understood if you go and physically there and understand the differences of the people there staying there. So this is what I wanted to explain you in brief about the Andaman and Nicobar Islands, Lakshadweep Islands. Now in the next class, I will explain to you the remaining part of the lesson, which will help you to understand landforms, languages, clothing, dance forms, etc., and crops grown in the different parts of India. Thank you, boys. Have a good day. Take care of yourself. Be indoors always.